Lost treasures in Michigan. At the end of the French and Indian War, France ceded the Great Lakes and the Northwest Territories to England. 20 years later, in September 1783, England granted the Northwest Territory to the United States under the Treaty of Paris. A part of that grant became the state of Michigan, which was admitted to the Union in 1837. Before the British began to offer competition, the French monopolized the fur trade for over 100 years, from about 1620 to 1725. Thousands of dollars worth of furs were shipped to France. Most fur traders spent their earnings on whiskey and supplies, but a few thrifty trappers and government agents buried or hid their savings. Sometimes, during raids into New York, Pennsylvania, and the Illinois-Ohio country, Indians would carry gold and silver with other loot back to their villages around the lakes. Since money had no value to them, it was lost, buried, hidden, or thrown away. 68 out of the 86 counties in Michigan have shown evidence that free gold and silver have appeared in several places. Also, the state has numerous ghost towns. During Pontiac's uprising in 1763, Alexander Henry, an English trader, was captured by the Indians. Henry had made friends with Chippewa chief Watam before the uprising. After the Indians fortified Mackinac Island, Watam helped Henry escape the stockade, where all the English prisoners were being kept before being killed. Watam took Henry to a cave on a sandstone cliff. While spending the first night in the cave, Henry discovered a large pile of human bones, skulls, and curious objects. The next day, Watam managed to ransom Henry from the other Indians so that he would not be recaptured and killed. When Henry told about the cave, a band of curious Indians went to see the place themselves. It was a discovery for these people who had often camped on the island. Even the oldest tribe members could not account for the cave or its contents. Some Indians remembered their tribal story of a great flood and supposed those island dwellers had taken refuge in that high cavern where they were caught by the rising water and drowned. Alexander Henry left Mackinac Island with Chief Watam and never returned. It is a certainty that the superstitious Indians never bothered the cave. From a treasure hunter's point of view, several questions are unanswered. What were the curious objects Henry saw? The skeletons were not Indian, or the Indians with Henry would have known about them. Were they the remnant of a race that predated the Indians? I can learn of no mention of this cave or its contents since Alexander Henry visited it in 1763. If nothing more, an interested treasure hunter could uncover something of an essential historical nature in this cave on the sandstone cliffs of Mackinac Island.